Hello, welcome back to Cruise1st TV, the home of amazing value cruise deals. And in this show, it's all about the new kids on the block. Blimey, that's a cool thing to say for an old dear like me. Virgin Voyages we're talking in this show. It's a cruise line that is winning rave reviews right now for its premium offering that, as you'll see over the next 30 minutes, doesn't have to come with a premium price tag, especially when you factor in everything that's included as standard.
Plus, there's never been a better time to book your Virgin voyage, as we've got some of the lowest prices coming your way, as well as your chance to bag a free bar tab if you book before the end of this month. But more on that a little later. Now we've got 4 itineraries coming up covering the best of the Med, as well as your opportunity to head down under. But first, we're heading transatlantic with our first deal.
Yeah,
we're going, oh I know, we're going to Spain, Portugal, and we've got Caribbean charms. It's 21 nights. Now it departs on the 29th of October, where we'll fly you to Barcelona to embark Valiant Lady, which will be your home for 20 amazing nights as you head over to the Caribbean. Could you settle here and make this your home for 20 nights?
Well, do you know what? Just flying to Barcelona at the end of October has got me.
You're easily impressed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you've been on board Valiant Lady, haven't you,
yeah.
you lucky so-and-so?
Well, I've been on board Scarlet Lady.
Oh, sorry.
And there are now 3 ships in the fleet, aren't they? And Valiant Lady is going to be just as bright and beautiful as Scarlet Lady when she first launched. These are amazing ships, actually. A really, really lovely, friendly vibe on board. And actually, what I would say is this is about, obviously, these are adult-only ships. So these are about, they are about having fun, but not in that kind of, you might have thought that Virgin were pitched as a kind of alternative to Club 1830, but at sea. And it really isn't. It's a really big mix of people who are enjoying something fresh, something new. Like, for instance, they don't have balconies. They have sea terraces, which have hammocks out on the balcony, which is, you know, which is a nice little touch. Again, we're coming to bar tab a little bit later on. A bar tab, instead of having a drinks package where it's drinks up to the value of a certain amount, a bar tab allows you to literally spend what you want. So if you wanted a bottle of that, then you could just buy it in one go, which is, you know, which is a good idea. If there's a group of you, rather than saying, oh, glass of this, glass of that, we'll just have a bottle of that. It's just a lot easier, isn't it? All the dining's included and Wi-Fi's included, you'll be pleased to know, because you'll be Instagramming at every corner.
Of course,
Definitely.
you know me. Well, they're calling themselves Rebellious Luxe.
Yeah.
That's their description, which I like. Don't fully understand it, but I like it. It sounds good.
It's great. You kind of need to see it as well, actually, because it's all about the vibe on board. Of course, the Virgin teams, they do everything very, very differently. They did it on the trains, they did it on the planes, you know, do you know what I mean? And it's the same on cruise ships as well. Incredible. They've got a DJ and a record shop.
I know, it looks very cool, very sleek, very modern, but it's got bright, vibrant colours as well, so it's very amazing. So cruising out of Barcelona, and your first port, Ibiza, amazing. You might imagine it as a party capital, but it's a really spiritual place with ancient shrines as well. Cruising next to Malaga in Spain, you've got an overnight in port there. It's got the perfect mix of sandy beaches, culture, history, and of course that lively night scene with exciting culinary experiences as well. Explore the artsy Soho district. You've also got the Automobile and Fashion Museum, well worth a visit. A day at sea, you'll then arrive in Funchal, Madeira, which is known as the Garden Island. Gorgeous subtropical plants and flowers. The large colourful flower markets are amazing. Crossing the Atlantic, arriving in Miami, South Beach is epic. It's just like in the films, and all the people are absolutely beautiful. A day at sea, it's then Roatan in Honduras. Now, its call to fame is the coral reef there. So snorkeling, diving, zip lining, meeting wildlife are the things to do. Then it's Mexico, Costa Maya, known for its lagoons. You've got hidden archaeological sites and a coastline free of high-rise hotels. Amazing. A day at sea, you're then going to arrive at the Beach Club at Bimini in the Bahamas. You can You can swim with stingrays. You can do a guided 2-tank scuba dive or go on the Bimini Heritage and Cultural Tour as well. Now, this is the Virgin Voyages private island, and it looks super deluxe. then cruising into Miami, where you come off the ship and we fly back to the UK.
I forgot to mention that we've got a cheeky free upgrade on this one as well. I mean, as well as so much being included already on board, we'll go through some of that actually, because there's loads that is included as standard with Virgin as well. But this is, well, two things actually, major bonuses. First of all, you've got one of the longest itineraries that I've ever seen with Virgin Voyages as well, which is brilliant. So you get more time to enjoy and indulge and just let it all happen. Do you know what? That time across the pond on a transatlantic is brilliant because you get to do all the things that there are to do on board. Sometimes a cruise can pass so quickly you don't get to actually see everything and do everything. So this is really good, and the bang for your buck here is brilliant. We're also upgrading you from an insider, which is an inside stateroom, up to a sea view, which is the equivalent of an ocean view. So you can see what's going on while you're cruising here, there and absolutely everywhere. Now we're also going to give you a bar tab as well, but I'm going to get to that in just 1 second. First of all, I'm going to show you the price tag because this is the difference. It's funny enough, for one of the longest itineraries I've ever seen with Virgin, that price tag is incredible with the upgrade. Now, we also mentioned that there is going to be a bar tab as well because Virgin don't do drinks packages, they do everything differently. They have something called a bar tab, where literally you would load an amount and you spend that amount as you want to. Well, I tell you what, if you book this offer by the 31st of March, $900 will be behind the bar with your name on it if you book this by the end of March. Now that is a very good reason to be booking this as quickly as you possibly can. Let's have a little look at the details then. This is so good, massive. If you've been away with Virgin before and you fancy this is one of the longest itineraries you will see from them, which is incredible. So you fly out to Barcelona at the end of October to go and join Valiant Lady. You're on board for 20 nights with that free sea view upgrade as well. So from an inside stateroom up to an ocean view or a sea view as Virgin call it, and $900 behind the bar in a bar tab for you if you book this offer by the 31st of March. Well, there you go. There is a deal, let me tell you. 0800 953 4700 is our telephone number to call. It's incredible. Now, we were talking about what is included as standard on a Virgin Voyages voyage, cruise, fun fest, whatever you want to call it. All of your food, so all of the dining is included. So there are 20 plus places to eat there, which is absolutely brilliant. If you've got a celebration, by the way, they do a wonderful celebration package, which you can talk to the team about. Wi-Fi included as standard right the way through your cruise. It's a given, which is, I think, really good. You've got your essential drinks there, tips, service charges, they're all included, and the most fantastic entertainment. And expect the unexpected is all I'm going to say on Virgin Voyages. You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Really exciting.
I know,
when can we go on one?
It's so cool, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to have to get you on one, aren't we?
Yeah.
As soon as we possibly can. What an incredible offer at $2,699 per person with the free upgrade and indeed the bar tab included. Very nice. Right, now we've got you interested in the kind of offers that we can do. Maybe that last offer was a bit too lengthy and you want to give it a first try, or you want something that is shorter but again gets you away at a time of the year where weather's not quite so great here. So we've got a nice little med break in October now.
Perhaps your introduction to Virgin Voyages. It's the irresistible med with a Barcelona stay, 9 nights. Now there's various dates available from May through to October, but we've picked the 6th of October, like you say, perfect time to get away for this deal when we'll fly you to Barcelona and kick off your getaway with a 2-night pre-cruise stay before you board Virgin Voyages. Now here is the ship. Look, and another thing we haven't mentioned is it is adults only.
Yes.
So you could go in the peak of the summer holidays if you want to, during half term, and if you are not going to be bothered by children, this is 18 plus, which I think is a big draw for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think so, because I think some people are sometimes a little bit wary. And again, you're right. If people want to holiday in, June, July, August, they're always a little bit, now, if children are lovely, if they're other people's. But
Exactly.
do you know what I mean? If you want to not necessarily avoid, but you think, oh, actually, I'm going during the summer, and actually I'd rather not. it is a relaxing getaway. It is maybe a honeymoon before the children come along, or you know, whatever. You just want that ultimate getaway, and you want something that's fun. And it's cruises of all ages as well, because I know Virgin, when you look at it on face value, you think this is for a very, very young crowd. And actually, what's turned out to be is that it's more about the young at heart as well, actually.
Exactly.
Having fun. I mean, think fun and think of being young at heart. I mean, that's what Virgin is all about.
It's Richard Branson.
There isn't an upper age limit. You know, you can't look at this and say, okay, well, I'm over 35, so I'm out of the picture. Definitely not.
Yeah, amazing. And we were looking before at all the things that are included as standard, and you skirted over the kind of fitness offerings, because I know when you go on holiday, that's not your thing. But what they're offering is kind of what they're saying is better than any other cruise line. If you like going to the gym and you like your HIIT classes or your morning yoga, it's not just going to be like, you know, a bit of yoga for 30 minutes. It's going to be top-notch instructors that have trained all over the world.
Well, you go for it and let me know how it is.
There we go.
I'll take your word for it,
There's the gym
Polly.
having a run, looking out at sea. I mean, can you imagine anything better? But of course, like we're saying, the dining on board. We're taking a look at the entertainment. Like you said, there's a record shop on board, having a DJ, you know, just before dinner. Amazing. Now, you're going to be on board for 7 nights, cruising out of Barcelona. First port, Toulon in France. Now, this has some of the most amazing, beautiful beaches in the Provence, so well worth a visit and lay back, enjoy some beautiful French wine on the beach there. Then you're going to Italy, La Spezia. Now, the public gardens of La Spezia are beautiful there. There's a monument to Garibaldi, which you'll want to get a photo of for sure. A day at sea, you'll arrive in Corsica. Now, you can walk the same streets that a young Napoleon Bonaparte did, or you can relax on the beach and swim in the pristine Mediterranean. Then it's Ibiza, where you've got an overnight on board in port. Now, there's 2 sides to Ibiza. Of course, you have got that party scene, DJs, beach clubs. If that's what you want, great. But head to the old town or visit the spirituality of the island with the shrines, the history, and its laid-back vibe. It's gorgeous. You are then cruising back to Barcelona, where you'll come off the ship and you'll fly home. Love this itinerary from Virgin Voyages.
Oh, it's bonkers. It's absolutely brilliant. And wait till you see the price tag as well, because actually the price I'm about to give you, a few nights in Barcelona could easily cost you, you know, once you rack up all the, you know, dining, entertainment and things that you have to pay for when you're on holiday. How we've managed to do 2 nights in Barcelona on top of the 7-night cruise with so much included, and let's say pretty much we are calling this all-inclusive as well, pretty much, because there's a bar tab coming your way on this one as well, which is ridiculous. Let's just show you the price tag. I mean, there are other dates between now and October, or May and October, but for the 6th of October, if you can make that work, $999, which is absolutely brilliant. And if you book this by the 31st of March, on top of that, we will actually add $600 behind the bar as a bar tab for you. It's brilliant, isn't it? I wonder if it works the same. We'll have a little chalkboards and like, here's what you've racked up so far. I wonder if it works. I don't think it works like that. I think it's all electronic probably now. The future's amazing, isn't it? It's here already. But that is an incredible deal. Now, there are many other dates, but the price varies by date, obviously. So if you want to check out a summer date, for instance, just have a look on the website. You can drill down by ship. On this one, it is Valiant Lady on this one, isn't it? So you can search Valiant Lady in any of the months, May through to October. But if you want this deal on the 6th of October, under £1,000, includes the flights to and from Barcelona and 2 nights in a hotel in Barcelona as well. So a nice little city break at a time where it's nice to sort of venture back towards the sun again. Here's the details. It's really, really good. I love this one. If you want to go up to sea view on this one, which is your ocean view equivalent, £99 more. Up to a balcony, sea terrace with the hammock swinging on the balcony, £199 more on this one. And there are some wicked suites on board. I mean, there's some really, really good. Wicked they are. Sorry, I'm getting down with it like I'm a 90s raver, and I never was the first time around. But there you go. I know. I missed it. There you go. Child of the 80s, you see.
Oh, Derek, don't use the word wicked.
I know. Okay, all right then. Let's move on then, shall we? Let's turn the page and pretend that never happened. Could you edit that out later, Mr. P? Thank you very much.
He tries his best, bless him.
I know.
I'll bring the youth factor. Right, should we just sweep over and move on? Well, let's look at another amazing holiday. We've got a French days and Ibiza nights with a Barcelona stay. It's 9 nights, and again, we've got various dates available from May to October. We've selected the 29th of September. We'll fly you out to Barcelona for an amazing 2-night pre-cruise stay before you board the Valiant Lady for your 7-night full board cruise. Now, I need to tell you about the Virgin Voyages app. So you download it as you get on board or before you go, and you can get champagne on demand. So what you have to do...
shake for champagne,
yes, you shake your phone when the Virgin Voyages Sailor app's open. A special button magically appears on the screen. So you press that button, before you know it, wherever you are on the ship, champagne's brought to you.
And do you know what? If you book this offer by the end of March, the champagne will be on us as well, because we're adding a bar tab to this one as well. I'll tell you more about that a little bit later on. I know you...
This is my kind of deal.
I think you would suddenly develop the shakes somehow, Polly, on a regular basis.
I'm not sure if they'd bring it to you in the gym, would they? But, you know, it's worth a try. I mean, we're just taking a look at this whole 30-minute at Virgin Voyages and why they're different. They are doing cruising differently. I know you'll have seen a lot of parties have... a lot of cruises have a white night. That's quite fashionable. Yeah. Well, Virgin are doing it differently. It's Scarlet Night when you're on board. So be
good,
sure.
Because I don't look great. I don't look great in white. I don't.
No, it's not slimming for you, is it? But if you pack your best red frock, and I mean, our producer, it's his favourite colour, so he'd be very happy.
Definitely.
But I love that. I love that they're doing it differently. A red night, Scarlet Night. I've got some beautiful red velvet dresses from Christmas that I shall be bringing out when we go.
Booking then, don't we?
It's just really cool. It's really kind of the experiences on board have kind of never been seen before. They're trying to do everything new and a little bit different at sea for
Polly,
you.
The one thing I want you to do when you're on board is please don't spill your champagne on the treadmill. Thank you. That's all we ask.
As I'm shaking.
We've got a reputation to uphold.
Absolutely. Out of Barcelona, arriving in France, Marseille, the historic boulevard there stretches from the old port to the Reforms Quarter. It's gorgeous. Then Cannes, the city of the annual Cannes Film Festival, known for its association with the rich and famous. Then it's Mallorca in Spain, where you'll have an overnight in port. Now you can stroll around the compact old town. That's probably the best way to see Palma's historic monuments. You can see the gorgeous architecture as well and experience the laid-back Mallorcan lifestyle. You can also head to the beach and just relax there as well, if that's what you want to do. Next stop is Ibiza, and again at Ibiza here, you've got an overnight on board in port. Now, I had a look at the Times, top things to do in Ibiza. They say go paddleboarding at sunset, and I thought, oh yes, I've been to Ibiza a few times. The sunsets are epic. I haven't done it on a paddleboard. I've done it at Cafe Mambo, but it was amazing. Oh. So after that night in Ibiza, back to Barcelona, where we'll fly you home to the UK.
Amazing. Brilliant, this one as well, isn't it? Again, we've got a 2-night stay in Barcelona on this one as well, which is very, very nice, and so much included. Right, okay. So we're looking at the 29th of September on this one, but there are other dates between May and October. Obviously, price varies by date, but let me just give you an amazing price right now for the 29th of September, because that's after, you know, the school summer holidays and everything else. Of course, this is adults only time as well on Virgin. 1149. That's flights to and from Barcelona. It's the 2 nights in Barcelona and the 7-night cruise. And if you book this by the 31st of March, $600 as a bar tab is all loaded and ready and waiting for you. It is incredible. In fact, I can hear the phone ringing already. Let's have a look at the details. It's 0800 953 4700 if you want to book this right now. I'll be really, really quick on this one. Now, the first offer that we showed you and this one, so this is offer number 2, they can actually be backed to backed. So you can put one next to the other and do both if you want to.
That's a bit extra.
I know.
Like
so you would start with this one, I think, and then do the one that we spoke about before. We've done them out of order, really. But you can do them together for a price tag of from 1899 per person. So speak to the team about that one. So if you wanted to make that, that would be a 2-week, just over a 2-week holiday, actually, wouldn't it? If you put the first and the second offer together, which is very, very nice indeed. The choice is yours. Have a word with the team. 0800 953 4700. There you go. That was clear as mud, that, wasn't it? Jolly good. Yes, that's true, actually. Through May to October, you could put lots of those dates together if you wanted to and max out the value and the bar tab offer as well. Again, speak to the team because that's on selected offers on 0800 953 4700. Right, let's turn the page. Let's go somewhere completely different.
I've got another holiday to fit in, and you're waffling on there.
Yeah.
Right. New Zealand, Tasmania and Melbourne. Fancy that, 20 nights, leaving on the 28th of January next year when we'll fly you to New Zealand and start this epic adventure with a 3-night free cruise stay in Auckland. Let's take a look at Auckland. Wow. Now, it's known as the City of Sails. It's New Zealand's largest city, definitely one of the most striking as well. Auckland is built on a volcanic plateau of 53 volcanoes that have erupted over the last 250,000 years. Now, the most recently active was Rangitoto. Now, that's on the island of Hauraki Gulf. Now, that erupted 600 years ago. Well worth going to visit. It's very, very interesting indeed. So, after your 3 nights exploring Auckland in New Zealand, you are going to board Resilient Lady for your 12-night full-board cruise.
She's the latest in the fleet, and you'll see there's that familiarity through all 3 that are part of the Virgin fleet so far. Do you know what? It looks brilliant all day and all night. There's lots and lots of different things going on. Loved the club.
Were you dancing like that, Derek?
It just looked really, really nice.
Look at those glow sticks.
We were there during
fun.
the day having a little look around, sadly, so we didn't get to actually do any clubbing, but it looks super, super cool. Definitely the place to be. Do you know, you'll love the dining as well, because, you know, if you fancy a little bit of this and a little bit of that, then you can, and all the dining is including a lovely Korean barbecue, which looks super nice.
Exactly, they're doing it so differently.
Yeah.
Now, there's a tablet in every stateroom as well. Now, the reason for that, because you might think, oh, I've got my own to watch my programmes or whatever. No. This means you don't even have to get out of bed, like to dim the lights, order food, set your cabin mood.
Oh.
Now, that's like the lighting.
Set the mood.
Yeah, lighting, or, you know, you might want a different colour. Exactly. Or you can stream your favourite shows.
Tonight, Polly, we're having the lights low. Sounds nice.
If we're going away, it's separate room, Derek.
Oh, OK. Oh, pop that balloon, why don't you?
Because he says he likes to go to the nightclub, but he doesn't. He'll be in bed early. Right. After that, you're going to cruise out of Auckland and arrive in Napier as your first port. Now, you can visit a winery there. You've got Church Road Winery, Cellar Door and Mission Estate Winery, both wonderful. Next, it's Wellington, which is renowned for its creative and cultural heart, known for award-winning eateries, love of coffee, regional wine and craft beer as well. Then it's Christchurch, the Christchurch Gondola. Right, that's 862 metres, a cable car ride up the side of Mount Cavendish. Sounds fab, doesn't it? Dunedin. Next, you can visit the world's only mainland breeding colony of the Royal Albatross, and you can see the world's rarest penguin there as well. 3 days cruising, you'll arrive in Tasmania, Hobart, where you get an overnight on board in port. Now, it's widely known for having the cleanest air in the world. You can see world-renowned art and eat freshly caught sea fish as well. And you can climb a mountain all in one day. Sounds like a great place to visit, doesn't it, as well? After that overnight, you are going to arrive in Melbourne, Australia, where you're going to come off the ship and you get 2 nights there in a hotel. Now, you talked about Ramsay Street, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
That's Melbourne, isn't it?
Oh, is it in Melbourne?
Is it? Oh, my God, I had that wrong. No, I think it is where you can go and visit the set, because it's not a real place, Ramsay Street. Well, does it even exist? Is Neighbours even happening? Anyway.
Is Summer Bay near there? Yeah, it's coming back, isn't it?
Is it?
Maybe, yeah, they've switched it back on again, haven't they?
Well, there's so much more that
wait.
Australia offers, and Melbourne. You've got your 2 nights there.
Mrs. Mangle coming back.
You're going to go and explore the city. Now, after that, you can fly back home to the UK. I'm loving this itinerary. What a different part of the world to go to.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if Kylie Minogue's going to go back into it. She definitely... Well, she made a little cameo on the last episode, didn't she?
Did you watch it?
I saw the Kylie and Jason bit.
You did? I haven't seen it yet.
That's about it. Well, there you go.
You see.
You've not lived, Polly. What an amazing holiday, this one, isn't it? I mean, really, really good. And there's so much included as well. If you think, again, we're always about getting you as much holiday as we can. So rather than just saying, OK, well, let's fly you straight to Auckland, you jump on the cruise, you do the cruise, which is wonderful, and then you jump straight off in Melbourne and then back to the airport. adding these stays is adding extra value to your holiday as well, because it's giving you time to explore these places that you may never have heard of before, and they're certainly in nice parts of the world if you think about it. We can do this today for a low deposit as well, because we're looking at when? 28th of January next year. So your deposit on this one, just £199 each. Gosh, that's good. So we've got low deposit, and if you book this by the end of March, we're also adding a bar tab to this as well. $600 again on this one as well. So $600 behind the bar with your name on it if you book this offer by the end of March with a low deposit. I mean, win-win. Hello, let's have a look at the price then, shall we? This includes all the flights and the 3 nights in Auckland and the 2 nights in Melbourne and the fabulous cruise, under £3,000 each. Now, if you think about it, if you were going to one centre in Australia for that period of time, couldn't you pay that very, very easily once you've racked up your flights and your hotel? Very, very easily. And then you'll spend the same again in things. Entertainment, dining, theatres, you know, the list goes on and on and on. That offers you amazing value for money and a lot of travel. Let's have a look at the details as well, because I want to just go back over where we're actually cruising to here as well. So your flight to Auckland in New Zealand, that's included. 3 nights in a hotel in Auckland, that's included as well. You're on board Resilient Lady for 12 nights. You're cruising with so much included. We'll remind you in just a moment of what's included as standard on Virgin. Plus, if you book this by the 31st of March, $600 bar tab. You're cruising New Zealand and Tasmania with that overnight in Hobart as well. And then you're ultimately cruising to Melbourne in Australia. That's where you leave the cruise. 2 nights in a hotel there, that's included, and the flight back from Melbourne back to the UK, that's included as well. £199 each as a deposit today, and your total price there, just a smidge under £3,000 each. But get it booked right now before the end of March with your low deposit, and you've got your $600 bar tab sorted. I mean, you just would, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. It's free money.
Incredible. Let's just remind you what's included as standard on a Virgin Voyages holiday. They're absolutely brilliant. So all of your food, every single one of those restaurants are included. So that's from fine dining to grab and go, all included. Really, really good.
That really appeals to me.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Wi-Fi all the way, which is, again, is brilliant, because you will want to be showing everybody else where you are, what you're doing.
Now, don't skip over this next one. This one's important for some people.
Fitness classes, everyone. I can't be more excited about this one. Yoga, meditation, cycling, HIIT classes.
It's called HIIT.
Oh, okay.
High intensity interval training.
Oh, right, thank you. Well, that's included. And cycling.
Well, those spinning.
Right, those bikes that don't move. Anyway, you've got your essential drinks are included as well. So still and sparkling water, juices, sodas, tea and coffee. Tips are included, and all of your fabulous entertainment. The entertainment will be many and varied with Virgin. I just know it, because they just like to be just that little bit outrageous and different, don't they? Amazing. Incredible holiday.
And like we said, you've got to pack something red. There's going to be a scarlet night when you're on board.
And a pair of shorts, so you can do your high IT HIIT.
Oh, HIIT.
So you can do your HIIT and your cycling. I can't wait. Oh, brilliant. Lovely.
Oh, bless him. So you are going to have the most amazing time with Virgin Voyages. They are doing it differently, and they are really bringing something different cruising.
Absolutely. Any questions, by the way, like when do they get rid of him? 0800 953 4700, and we'll see you back here soon for more. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.